Hopefully it's not as laggy now. Can you guys see me fine? Can you guys see me fine? It doesn't look as laggy, but still. Could very well be laggy as hell. We're doing good, we're doing good. Okay, it's not as laggy there. It was so laggy that I had to restart everything, man. I need to reset that right here too. Chat properties, refresh cache, and close it. I need to do something, guys, real quick. Give me 1 second. What the fuck, man? I'm looking for. Mm. Come on. I hate when this shit takes forever. Okay. Hey, Foggy Rare. How you doing? Am I still good, though? Am I still good or am I lagging again? I think I'm lagging. Oh, I'm not. Okay. We just got one reaction, guys. That's all we have left. Quick little reaction. Easy.
Whether they wanted to be famous.
The Dark Life after 50 minutes of fame. That's why we're gonna be reacting. Let's see. It's by Patrick CC. Patrick CC does some crazy ass documentaries. They're all really good.
famous or it happened by accident, these viral stars went from regular
So
people to having millions of followers overnight. However, the quicker the rise, the sharper the fall. And
who are
today
we
we're
gonna be
going to
talking about?
discuss how these people used
Ah,
their 15 minutes of fame and how nearly all of them ended in disaster, starting with the Backpack Kid, who is a perfect
the
example of
Backpack
making
Kid.
all of the wrong decisions during
Haven't
a
heard of
brief
him
stint
in the
popularity.
longest time
Before
ever.
TikTok became the go-to app to share mediocre dance moves to a global audience, 16-year-old Russell Horning was bored, uploading dance videos to Instagram with zero
Yeah,
expectations. Initially, his signature dance style
Yeah.
was funny. His core was stiff, his lanky arms just kind of flailed around while he stared emotionless into
Oh
the
hell
camera.
no!
Additionally,
Holy
he often wore
cringe!
goofy outfits and chose to dance to silly songs. Russell was extremely recognizable after watching just one video, which led to him gaining a small following on IG. But his entire life changed when Rihanna posted one of his videos to her 54
Bad
million
God,
followers.
Riri.
She tagged Russell in a post celebrating her Grammy nominations, and he gained over 40,000 followers in one day. To capitalize on the momentum, Russell pumped out as many dance videos as he could, skyrocketing him up to over 500,000 followers. There was one particular dance, called the Floss, that seemed to get him the most views, with many people falsely crediting him as the inventor of the move. However, his videos were not getting shared because he was an excellent dancer, but rather because he was a meme. Whenever he did collaborate with other dancers, he was
I'm not lie, bro. The Floss back in the day in Fortnite, chef's kiss. I used to put that shit all the time. I don't know how to dance, so I'm not even gonna try. But
often seen as the
I used to go
weakest one.
crazy.
Despite this, opportunities were being thrown his way because of his follower count, like when Katy Perry personally requested that he dance for her Saturday Night Live performance in May of 2017. Russell
Imagine
absolutely
that, bro.
stole the show.
Imagine being 17 years old and fucking Katy Perry calls you like, "Yo, I want you to be on my show and dance." What? That's like a fever dream right there.
Flossing aggressively while staring
Yeah,
deadpan
yeah,
into
yeah,
the
yeah,
souls
yeah,
of millions
yeah.
of live viewers. He also strategically chose to wear a backpack, rebranding himself as the Backpack Kid. The SNL appearance gained him millions of followers, and the floss became a global dance craze. The Backpack Kid was an internet sensation, but he made a few key mistakes that ultimately led to
What
his
were they,
downfall.
Patrick?
Firstly,
Which ones?
Russell took every interview and press opportunity he could get. Viral stars will get thousands of dollars thrown at them just to do collaborations with media outlets, podcasters, or live entertainment companies.
So what, you were just getting paid to go show up at parties and shit like that?
Yeah, clubs and parties and festivals and performances.
Isn't a
and stuff.
fucking
So you just pop out on
podcast with
stage,
Adam
you do the
22.
dance, everybody goes crazy.
Yeah,
That's pretty much how it goes.
yeah.
That's tight. How much can you get to go to a club, if you don't mind letting us know? Manager shakes his head no.
Manager shakes his head no.
Is it an amount that you're pretty impressed by? Like, are you surprised that you're able to get that much money just
I
to
mean,
go somewhere?
compared to most 17-year-olds, the money that I make from just one appearance, it could take a 17-year-old forever to make that much money.
It's hard to blame someone for making easy money. Then again, the overexposure bothers people because they perceive Russell as a one-trick pony who doesn't deserve thousands of dollars or recognition from these big platforms. Remember before the internet when you actually had to do something to get famous? But then reasonable criticism turned into straight up
Yeah, to be honest, now it could be literally anything, the dumbest shit, and I guess if it's interesting enough and people find it, you could become famous. But it usually has to be something cringe or like something that's I just negative. People like that shit nowadays. Negative shit, negative opinions and shit like that. That gets you viral. That gets people talking. That's basically, I feel like one of the easiest way to become famous nowadays.
hatred. He looks like
Be
one
hated,
of those
the
inflatable
best way to say
aliens
it.
you win at an amusement park.
Inflatable
This
aliens?
kid
That's insane.
man-child thing scares me. Since he became famous for literally one thing, he had to branch out and try to find other ways to entertain his audience. So he decided to pursue music, releasing
That's
one of the
insane.
worst songs of all time.
What is it?
Although Russell claimed that he was passionate about music, his songs felt like someone who was
that Wolf
barely
Vicky?
trying or maybe even just joking, rather than a serious artistic endeavor. Virality made Russell feel pressured to just keep doing what is paying the bills, so he resorted back to his one dance move, which ultimately led to a situation where he tried to perform on a stage that he was not wanted on.
What the
Whether it
fuck?
be main
That's
character
gonna be
syndrome
embarrassing.
or just a simple misunderstanding, his dance move lost all of its appeal, and doing it made him seem like he was desperately hanging on to his viral moment, which was made 10 times worse when he filed a lawsuit against Fortnite for putting the dance in their game.
It was really my
Oh, so it wasn't even bought? I mean, they didn't even talk to him? Fortnite just threw that shit there? That's insane. That's crazy as fuck.
Just a kid having fun in life. I'm just letting the adults do all the busy work. I don't really know the law like that, so I can't really say if they're like taking advantage of me or anything like that. But like from a mom standpoint, like a manager standpoint, they think that they're taking advantage of me.
A couple days after the lawsuit was filed, videos dating as far back as 2011 were resurfaced showing people who were doing the dance long before the Backpack Kid. Simply
I know
put,
those
he did
motherfuckers.
not
I
own
forgot
the
their name,
dance,
though.
and many viewed it as one final attempt to cash in on his fading relevance. Unsurprisingly, Russell and his team voluntarily dismissed their lawsuit shortly after. The Backpack Kid's
GG's.
15 minutes of fame
No
were
money for
officially
you.
over, and despite being hated by the masses and falling off to the point where he receives less than 1,000 views per video, these days, Russell actually seems happier than when he was at his peak. He is pursuing music more seriously and remains dedicated to pushing out a
He was
positive message to the
17-year-old.
world.
17 when Fortnite came, when around that time for Fortnite. So that means he's probably my age, so he's probably old.
But as I got older, I started having a more mature mindset on money. I realized that it's important to choose good decisions on how to spend your money.
Yeah, good job. He's just a chill guy now. With a buzz
I was
cut.
just invited to do an anti-vaping commercial for the American Lung Association. And of course my first thoughts were, oh yeah, because I don't vape, I don't smoke, I definitely don't encourage it.
Then again, he openly accepted the opportunity to be on Kai Cenat's stream.
I
where he was
remember
absolutely
this shit.
embarrassed by Drewski. Sure, this was just a skit, but Russell was the butt of the joke once again. Becoming a viral star at age 16 is definitely difficult to manage. Maybe he was just young and misguided. However, the same justification cannot be made for Salt Bae, who is a grown man that should have known better than to be acting like a fool. In 2017, a video of Turkish chef Nusret Göçe went viral of him dramatically slicing
Mr.
steaks and sprinkling
Salt
salt from his
Bae.
fingertips down his forearm and onto the meat. What made this so ridiculous was his
I'm
dedication
having
to making salt sprinkling
salt
look
on
like
your
some sort
fucking
of fancy
steak,
artistic
bruh.
technique. Combine that
Some
with his
sweaty
handsome
salt.
Johnny Depp resemblance, and the internet gave him the nickname Salt Bae. Salt Bae didn't just embrace the meme, he became it. He continued posting obnoxious videos of him caressing raw meat, dancing with raw meat, and of course his signature salting. He was shouted out by celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, Drake, and even cooked for the King of Jordan. The internet fame didn't just gain him followers, it launched his career as a global restaurant owner. He launched and expanded his Nusret Steakhouse empire to over 20 locations
Shit, they don't win in New York?
worldwide,
I'll have to
racking
pull up.
tens of millions of dollars in revenue. However, with more exposure comes more criticism.
I'll have to
Many
pull up and
began
try
to
some
wonder
steak.
if he was actually this mystical, passionate culinary artist, or just another guy trying to cash in on some fame. One major critique was the outrageous prices at his restaurants that had patrons feeling
What the actual fuck? Filet mignon, $1,000. Steaks about maybe $2,500, $2,000. French fries, $50 for French fries. A fruit platter, $480, bro. That's this. You're getting scammed. You could buy every single fucking fruit in the world. No, that's it. Every single fruit in the supermarket, organic. Let's just put it organic, and it will not cost $480. And by every single fruit, I mean every single fruit, one of each, not every single little. Probably if you get all of them, probably be more than $400. But one of each, and you can make a fruit platter for less than let's be nice. $60. What is the fucking Monty 47? The fuck and the porn star martini. What are these names?
More scammed than served. Take
What
the
the
Salt Bay
fuck?
Golden Experience, for example, where
I
Salt
saw
Bay will
$65,000.
personally serve you your food with a show. A single tomahawk steak costs nearly $1,000, and a burger will set you back almost $200.
A
Now, the
fucking
prices are so
burger.
high because the food is covered in edible gold, which sounds fancy until you find out that the gold is worth a measly $10. Then again, rich people blowing insane amounts of money on
It's
dumb
not
things
new.
isn't exactly shocking. If
Yeah.
anything, it fits his brand perfectly. This is the guy who made something as simple as sprinkling salt look like Michelangelo chiseling the final details onto David. However,
That shit
the
is
real
smooth,
reason
though.
people turned on Salt Bay was much more
If that's the burger, that shit look good, man. Look at that shit juicing up. Oh my god. You know what? I'm hungry.
embarrassing
I'll
than
eat
a
that shit.
$200 burger. At the 2022 World Cup, after Argentina defeated France, Salt Bay somehow ended up on the pitch celebrating the victory with the team. How did he even get there? Cameras caught him pulling on Messi's arm, practically forcing him into a handshake. Messi, the greatest football player of all time, clearly was just wanting to move forward, but Salt Bay would not let go. Messi finally gave in
Look at him,
and
look
shook
at
his
him.
hand just to get it over
Literally pushing on his fucking hand.
with.
On
But
his
Salt Bae
arm.
held on tight and pulled him into a photo. You can see it all over Messi's face that he had no idea who
He said, "Who the?" He really said, "Who the fuck is this? The fuck are you touching me
this guy
for?"
was or why he was even there. It was clear Salt Bae was trying to steal this big moment for himself, but it gets worse. He grabbed the World Cup trophy like he won the damn thing and even did his signature salt sprinkling move over it. As if that wasn't cringy enough, he was posing for pictures with players with their medal in his mouth.
That's
These players
nasty,
dreamed and
man.
worked their whole lives for this once-in-a-lifetime moment, only for some clout chaser to steal some publicity to promote his overpriced steaks. He responded to the backlash with an apology, claiming he didn't step on the pitch for advertising reasons, but the damage was already done, and Salt Bae's 15 minutes of fame were over.
I get him.
Salt Bae has shut
He's famous already, so it's like you to be more chill about it, I feel like. But if it was like me, bitch, I mean, I'm right in front of Messi. I don't think I'll pull him, but I'll try my best to take a picture with him. And if I get the chance to hold the trophy, I might have to.
down multiple restaurants after the hype has died down. Many of his remaining locations are drowning in poor reviews, and his London restaurant is down 4.3 million euros as customers have realized his food is way overpriced. Salt Bae has resorted to selling his high-end food online now. In May of last year, people started to notice that his steakhouse was listed on Deliveroo and Uber Eats, selling his Salt Bae tomahawk for $500 and a strip loin for almost
There's nothing wrong with fucking putting your food in a delivery app. The fuck? It makes it easier for me and for the rich people. Shit. If I'm able to fucking get a nice tomahawk steak delivered to my house, I'll fucking do that.
almost $900, proving he really hasn't learned from his critics. Then again, there are plenty of rich people out there willing to waste money on overpriced food just because they can, and his virality and social media following alone will easily keep him in business for the rest of his life.
53
but if
million.
you think Salt Bae was making a fool
God
of
damn.
himself, it doesn't even remotely compare to the Island Boys. whose
Oh,
fall-off is much
no.
more
I'm an island boy. Island boy. I'm an island boy.
disgusting than you could ever imagine. The Island Boys are a duo made up of twin brothers Alex Fly Soldier and Frankie Kodiak Red, two aspiring Florida men covered in face tattoos who blew up overnight in 2021 after they posted a TikTok video of them freestyling in a hot tub.
Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a
Island
island
boy.
boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a get key white guy.
People couldn't decide if the tune was the worst thing they'd ever heard
Literally.
or low-key kind of a banger.
What the fuck?
Boy, what is happening?
I don't don't know and ain't trying to understand it.
Plus, hip-hop has a history for blowing up artists who ride the paper-thin line between trash and fire. Rapper Kodak Black even offered them a record deal after their viral video, which is insane because this wasn't even a real song.
That ass, bro. The fuck?
Mumbling in a hot tub.
They don't even have nothing. They don't have no proof
that they wanted to stay independent, but this was a huge mistake. They believed they could make it on their own talent, but if we're being honest, most of their fame came from people clowning them. I played this song at my sister's funeral. She got out of the casket.
Fuck out of
here. Thank you, Island Boys. This is the 0.01% of germs that bleach can't kill. When they decided to
that's
put the record over a beat and released it with a music video, it was somehow worse. This is the type of hidden talent that should absolutely remain hidden. Like
I am by.
To do appearances which became a prime example of when social media meets reality. At Miami's Club Live, the audience began booing the Island Boys on stage. Once music fans realized the Island Boys had no capability,
there's no song. That shit sounds ass, bro. They're just saying words.
Attention to them, and their 15 minutes of fame was about to be up. The boys needed a new way to profit from their fame, so they began selling personalized videos to fans on Cameo, which apparently was very lucrative according to their previous manager.
They owe me about like $150,000.
From what? Your percentage of the Cameo money?
Yeah.
Is that the only money they're bringing in?
Mostly, maybe a little bit on TikTok, but I mean, it's pretty much run dry at this point.
Right. How many cameos are they doing?
When I was with them, they was coming in hot.
They were viral.
Like it was going like 2-3 hours a night straight cameos.
But with them spending all of their money on designer clothes, jewelry, cars, and mansions, they needed to keep going viral to maintain this lifestyle, which almost always resulted in them making absolute fools of themselves on the internet.
Yeah, she likes the way you look. She thinks you looks good.
You look good. What the fuck is going on with them?
They also might have needed some money to hire security because the gangster persona was not convincing enough. In what could only be called an unhinged move, and in hindsight,
I never understood that. Why do people act gangster as fuck if they're not about that, bro? Like, eventually somebody's gonna come up to you and act the same way you're acting, and you better fucking stand up and, you know, talk your shit, because if you don't, then you'll just look pussy, you know? And a lot of rappers do that. I feel like that's just like being a rapper or being like them, I guess. That type of persona, you have to act tough. I'm that guy, like 6ix9ine. He's like, I'll kill somebody, I'll smack the bitch, I'll smack this, I'll smack him, blah, blah, blah. But when the time comes, they're not acting the same way, bro. They're not acting. There's no point, bro. You're rich. Why the fuck you gotta act like that? You're rich. Enjoy your money. Get bitches. That's it. Like, do that with your money and stop fucking around trying to get yourself killed.
Career's coffin, the Island Boys launched a Fansly.
Oh,
which is
hell no.
And it wasn't just embarrassing, it was downright sickening. In 2023,
are they
the
fucking...
Oh
my fuck!
In a publicity stunt
no way they did that shit. No way they... And they're literally twins. This is the most disgusting shit I've ever seen. What the fuck, man? No way they made a fucking OnlyFans or Fansly and are doing it to each other.
Content. Instantly going viral for the second time, the video got them a huge amount of backlash, with many calling it outright incest, which it is. The twins insisted it wasn't sexual and was only meant to get a reaction, claiming that they just wanted to see how effed up this world is. And it turns out they were right about this world.
That shit got a reaction.
After their kissing stunt, it was reported that the Island Boys made almost $400,000 in 3 months just on their NSFW content.
That is insane.
Their lavish lifestyle. But of course, this
resulted
in more public humiliation.
What's going on with the shit that's with you two kissing each other and shit?
That's
shut your ass up before I break this.
Dude, hey, yo, that ass, I would love to see you try that shit.
Bro, what are you talking
about? I would love to see you
Come on. Come on. He big as hell.
The desperate attempts to remain in the spotlight, combined with a severe lack of talent,
Oh,
and
so they got
expensive lifestyle,
fucked
has
up
led
on
to
that
incredibly lows
picture.
for the Island Boys.
What
Kodiak
is
Red
that
was arrested
hair?
for
Holy
drug
fuck.
possession and an illegal firearm during a traffic stop. During the stop, a plastic bag containing white pills was found on the passenger side floorboard in plain view. The pills were identified as oxycodone. Further search of the
taking some
vehicle
Otzi.
uncovered a brown handbag containing a handgun with its serial numbers removed, along with a
But isn't that a felony right there? Removing your serial numbers. Is it a felony to remove the serial numbers on a gun? Yes, it is a serious felony to remove, alter, or obliterate a serial number on a firearm under both federal and state laws. Yeah, he's buddy.
cut straw with a white powdery substance. These days, they pretty much spend all of their time promoting their NSFW content, and trust me when I say they went much further than just kissing each other. And if we're being honest, this will likely remain a consistent income stream for them, as there are definitely still a ton of people out there that are willing to pay to see this type of degeneracy.
Motherfucker's gay,
but unlike
man.
the Island Boys, sometimes we actually find ourselves rooting for a viral star. We hope that they become successful after their 15 minutes are up, like the case of Mason Ramsey, who became a breakout star when
You oughta let it out. You oughta let it out. Most time
yodeling in the middle of Walmart
bullshit
in
like that.
Harrisburg, Illinois.
All I do is say,
The clip racked up tens of millions of views in just a few days, turning the 11-year-old Mason into a worldwide meme. Not only is yodeling kind of
A
objectively
poor meme,
hilarious,
sorry,
but a
man.
child singing a song that was 70 years old was oddly charming. Because of his viral performance, the original song, Hank Williams' Lovesick Blues, skyrocketed all the way to the 3rd spot on Spotify's Viral 50 chart. Within weeks, Ramsey was
Damn.
sitting across from Ellen DeGeneres, who got him invited to perform at the legendary Grand Ole Opry. From there, he was embraced by thousands of fans while performing at Coachella.
That's crazy.
Major record labels noticed his potential, and eventually Mason would secure a deal with Atlantic Records and Big Loud. The
Motherfuckers did records for anything, bro. Even fucking Soulja Boy. In that 5-second clip of them, I'm an alien boy. They did a fucking record, or that presented a record deal. What the fuck, man? I had to throw something out real quick. Trust me. Give me a record deal.
minute Mason and his family walked into Big Loud, I knew we had to work with him. He is a star, but most importantly, he is a down-to-earth kid who loves country music. The Ramseys are an amazing family from a small southern Illinois town just like me.
Sure,
We
buddy.
understood them and their goals and simply fell in love with their story and vision. Proving
They're
that he wasn't just
making
a meme,
it sound
his debut
nice.
single, Famous, secured the number 4 spot on the Billboard Hot Country Songs and peaked at number 62 on the Hot 100. But viral memes
Damn.
naturally have an expiration date, and soon Mason Ramsey's 15 minutes of fame
We're
were
over,
When
yep.
the pandemic hit, it forced Mason
Oh,
to take a step
shit.
back. However, he used his time away from the spotlight as
Damn, he
best as
changed.
someone could in his position. While his voice was maturing, he focused on refining his talent, writing music, and
Okay,
finding his
Mason,
own
my
sound
bad.
beyond the yodeling kid in Walmart that made him famous. Mason released 3 EPs that gained over 500 million streams combined and secured hundreds of millions of views on his music videos. By 2024, at 17 years old, he decided
Damn, that motherfucker had a glow up. Holy fuck. Does not look anything like him.
it was time to take the next step in his
That
career
this
and
little part
release
right
a
here on
full-length
on his
album
lip.
titled I'll See You in My Dreams. A song featured on the project called Blue All Over caught a lot of attention through TikTok for its classic old country appeal, and I can confirm it is a beautiful song. Now in 2025, Mason Ramsey recently announced his first major headlining tour that has 15 stops.
That's
Mason's
nice.
rise to fame started almost exactly the same as everyone else in this video, but instead of trying to chase more fleeting
Oh,
viral
Justin.
moments or make some quick cash, he honed in on his craft, worked hard, and simply gave the people exactly what they wanted: genuine talent and entertainment. This was
Aw.
one of the few times social media made
That's
the right
nice. That's
person
a nice
famous.
ending to it.
The only viral kid that didn't switch up after the fame. So while Mason worked hard and focused on genuine entertainment,
My bad, he aura
Bobby Althoff
farming.
seems to ignore both of those
Miss
things.
Bobby.
And many people
I know
are
her.
genuinely confused how someone who has done so little has achieved so much success. Bobby Althoff started as a mommy TikToker after the pandemic, posting about her pregnancy, marriage, and family dynamics. After posting thousands of videos over a couple of years, she had built up a respectable 3 million followers. However, TikTok wasn't paying the bills, and her marriage wasn't doing too well, so the wholesome family content was about to come to a screeching halt. She said, "I saw this video of a girl talking about how much she made from her podcast, and I think I mentally decided that she made at least $300,000 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. I need a podcast." Her large following helped her land her first celebrity guest, Rick Glassman, who is
Yeah, if you have already a following,
and in the first podcast,
it's gonna be a
fans got
lot
to see
easier.
Bobby in a totally new light. She was seemingly a socially awkward valley girl, giving off the vibe that she didn't even want to host her own podcast.
The way your eyes are looking, it seems like you're not listening.
I'm listening.
Do you care?
No, I do care. It's just really bad when you sing.
I'm not a singer. I'm just trying to get the story across to you.
Thank you. I hear it. I got it.
In her second podcast, she hosted comedian Funny Marco, who had great comedic chemistry with Bobby. Funny Marco's comedy style often makes others feel uncomfortable and awkward, so the two were essentially battling it out in an interesting back and forth.
Sound like, who are you? Like, where'd you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
I have more followers than you on TikTok.
Marco's humor
What
combined
the
with
fuck?
Bobby's dryness and innocent personality makes this so hilarious. Highly entertaining. The episode quickly earned nearly 1 million views, and clips of it made the rounds on social media.
They're
The
really
mini
good
virality caught
podcasts.
the attention of Drake, who followed Bobby on Instagram. I DM'd Drake and asked if he wanted to be on my podcast, and he said yes. He sent me his touring schedule, and I knew that I needed to make it happen fast. So my friend and I flew to Memphis 2 days after the original DM was sent to record the episode. Her podcast with Drake earned 1 million views in the first 24 hours and introduced her to a massive mainstream audience. Drake rarely does interviews, so this one, alongside some random girl while laying in his bed, made people extremely curious.
Am I your type?
I remember this. It was funny. I'll hit. I'll do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
I flew all the way here.
I'll do it. Like, what the
I
fuck?
really do
on my
appreciate
daughter's first birthday.
that. I wasn't
That's
gonna bring
fucked
that
up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
To
this.
be here.
That's fucked.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Where's your son?
Somewhere safe, and it's not his birthday.
When's his birthday?
What does it matter? It ain't today, honey.
Don't call me honey.
Clips of their awkward interactions flooded TikTok, and overnight, Bobby Althoff became a household name on social media. After the Drake episode, securing high-profile guests became easy. She had on Lil Yachty, Tyga, and even Mark Cuban. Her style of bored, sarcastic humor became her signature, and people seemed to love it. But just 3 weeks after the Drake interview was posted, which now had over 10 million views, it was mysteriously deleted from her page, and he
Here
unfollowed
comes the
her on
drama.
Instagram, sparking a ton of speculation. While fans were trying to figure out what happened, people were reminded that Bobby skipped her daughter's first birthday to interview Drake, which didn't.
That's insane. I get it. It's a better opportunity, but couldn't you have like done it the next day? Like he didn't give you an ultimatum and said that has to be the day. He sent her his schedule, and she decided to do it on on the kid's birthday. Like, my God, you could have done it any other day. Like, come on, lock in.
Seemed to sit right with people, especially because Bobby used to be a mom-focused TikToker. When Drake calls you a horrible parent, you know you effed up.
That ass.
Rumors also spread that Bobby slept with Drake and divorced her
Pornoid?
husband just to do the interview, which she vehemently denied. But it is true that she divorced her husband, but the reason her and Drake's relationship soured was never revealed. So many people came to the conclusion that she was nothing more than an industry plant, basically meaning that she didn't organically earn her virality, but rather she was handpicked by people behind the scenes and artificially pushed into the spotlight, using Drake's fame as the catalyst. The main piece of evidence credence for this theory was that she signed to the WME Talent Agency, one of the biggest talent agencies in the United States, representing a ton of Hollywood figures, including Drake.
Well, you got a great agent, and you got a great agency, and you got great guests.
Regardless
Oh
if
my
the
God, you
rumors
saw
were
them
true or
feet?
not, it gave even more of a reason to dislike Bobby,
Yeah, I
and her
saw
comedic
those
style
feet.
got old
Those feet.
very quickly. Listening to the conclusion that she talent agencies in the United States representing the sauce.
Fuck me, man. Come on.
Including Drake's for this theory, her virality quickly. Listening to her uninterested voice, regardless talent agencies in the United States representing a ton of Hollywood figures, including Drake.
Well, you got a great agent.
You saw his
and
feet?
you
You
got
saw
a
his
great
feet?
agency,
Look at those feet, guys. Oh my lord. They're dirty.
and you got great.
Just a little
Have a
sprinkle
great
of
day
seasoning.
offset.
Just a little seasoning.
All right, you can leave now.
This is my hotel. I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
All of her podcasts feel like small talk while waiting for something to actually happen. It's just simply boring. Ironically, her revealing that she was just playing a character actually became worse for her, because the little mystique she did have was now completely gone. In an interview on the Women on Top podcast, she explained why she embodies a satirical alter ego on social media, saying, "Being myself doesn't get views. I had to go where the money was." And her playing the character of someone who is bored and uninterested is just not a sustainable style for long-term success. Awkward and cringe humor can work, but in short clips, not hour-long podcasts. In response to the backlash, she tried to just be more herself, not trying to be so awkward and even remove the
Alani.
dead-air
I
moments
love
from
me
the
some
pod.
Alani,
All
bro.
that did
Especially
was
those
reveal
two
that
right
she
there. The
is just
purple
a
one and
subpar
the blue one.
podcast host who is only doing
Those
it for
shit's
money.
bus.
Although her 15 minutes of fame are over, she will likely remain a lingering socialite as long as she is signed to a talent agency that can get her celebrity guests. And on TikTok is where you will still see her fan base praise her for putting in the least amount of effort possible. This story feels all too similar to the Hawk Tuah girl,
no,
with the main
Miss
difference
Hawk
being that
Tuah,
Bobby didn't
spit on that
outright
thing,
scam
girl.
the few people that actually supported her. Walking around drunk in Nashville at 2 a.m., Haley Welsh and her friend Chelsea approached a couple of guys and asked them what they were filming. YouTubers Tim and Dee told them that they do on-the-street interviews where they typically ask about relationships, male and female gender roles, as well as provocative and sometimes raunchy topics. Chelsea asked Dee to make it a spicy one, implying that he should ask a question that might be a little edgy.
Come on, you gotta get a spicy one.
You want a spicy one?
Yeah.
So he did just that, only Megan's friend Haley would jump in and give an answer that would drastically change her life.
You know how to answer this, you got it.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
I know Megan was pissed. She didn't answer that question after that.
Chelsea and Haley confirmed that they wanted their video to be posted to social media.
Tim and D what? Like,
I was earlier.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim and DTV.
Alright.
You said we better post that?
Yes.
Okay.
Post it for real.
Alright. She said we better post it. So don't come back trying to tell me, hey, take it down, I'm gonna sue you, this, that, the third.
Tim and Dee posted the video to their Instagram account, which had tens of thousands of followers, and the clip immediately went viral, securing 1 million views on the first day and over 5 million views on the second day. The post spread like wildfire, being shared across countless meme pages and pop culture news reporters. The comments read, "She's a national treasure. Keep this woman safe. I'm moving down south. I'm tired of these Northeast
Here we
women.
go with the
She
horny
don't
ass
talk to her.
guys.
I don't want to talk to her." On the surface, Haley appeared to be the
I don't wanna talk
stereotypical
to her.
Southern belle, sweet and charming, complemented by a thick accent. So her describing her raunchy bedroom tactics was a stark contrast. Within days, merch was being sold to capitalize on the viral
Hot
traffic,
Tuah
but it
24,
wasn't until her
spit
first
on
interview
that
that we would find out more about the girl behind Hawk Tuah.
What do you do now? Because now you have management, now you have a team. What are your plans moving forward? Like, do you want to still be the Hawk Tuah girl, or do you want to, like...
I don't really want that to be like my image.
Yeah.
Like, hot Tuah girl. I don't see that being like
A
my
forever
thing. You know?
thing.
Yeah, I don't want.
That's what are you famous
We made
though.
a drunk joke and the next day you have whole management behind you. This world is crazy. Hailey took the typical path of a viral star. She hired management and they immediately got her as much press as possible, jumping on various podcasts to talk about her rise to fame. She got paid to show up at events and hung out backstage with celebrities. She was being amplified to unimaginable levels, with Rolling Stone calling her a charming Gen Z Dolly Parton who's rightfully becoming America's sweetheart. Keep in mind that Dolly Parton is a generational talent who sold 100 million records in her career. Rolling Stone, of all publications,
And comparing her to some girl that said Hot Tua. That's crazy.
making that comparison just shows how they will say anything for clicks. And while many people thought that Hailey would start an OF to cash in, she decided she wanted to use her fame for good.
Everybody in the comments is saying how I have 15 minutes of fame, and if
Change,
that's the case,
finally.
I'm just gonna do something good.
That's something
Today, we're
different.
taking all of this down to the local animal shelter and donate.
People were convinced they made the right person famous, but most viral stars struggle to earn a consistent income from their newfound fame. So in order to secure a sustainable revenue source, she
Talk
launched
Tua
the
with Hailey
Talk
Welch.
Tua podcast, and immediately the jokes came flooding in.
Hot to. Like an emphasis on like
Once the whole "I'm just a normal girl whose life changed overnight" story
Bro,
ran
that
its
shit
course,
is-
she tried to keep viewers engaged by dropping hints that she had a secret lover that she called Pookie, but it just wasn't interesting enough to get people to watch.
Can we go back to what you said? You're dating somebody? Do people know this?
Well, I wouldn't say dating just yet.
Is this Pookie?
It's Pookie.
Shut the heck up.
That's my man.
No, it is.
Pookie!
Officially. What if Matt Rife came in and asked you to date him? Would he be your ex-man?
Oh, shit. You're putting me on the spot here.
Matt Rife?
I love you, Matt, but I'm going to kick your ass to the curb.
Her comment section was flooded with people sarcastically saying that the podcast was groundbreaking and changed their life. I'm convinced that the only reason why this podcast had decent viewership is because of the massive was flooded with people sarcastically
that
saying
say?
that the podcast was groundbreaking.
Before Tartua, my wife was cheating on me with Tyrone. After Tartua, I'm now cheating on my wife with Tyrone. Thank you, Tartua. I'm addicted to crack. When I did the notification there's a new episode of Tartua, I immediately put the pipe down. Thank you, Hailey. I whipped my son for not saying Tartua for his first words. Hearts and love and cherry on top for this masterpiece.
Breaking and changed their
hilarious.
life. I'm convinced that the only reason why this podcast had decent viewership
That's
is because of
wild.
the massive amount of jokes dedicated to making fun of watching the Talk to a podcast. But perhaps people were being a bit harsh on Hailey. Sure,
Maybe.
she may have been milking her 15 minutes of fame, but can you blame her? If people wanted to watch hours of her podcast and
Make
get
that
to know
money
her,
and get out.
then so be it. It's not like she was harming anyone, right? Wrong. Because Hailey would make a decision that would
shit.
officially
Never mind. What did
destroy
she
her
do?
career. On December 4th, 2024, in collaboration with the Web3 platform Over Here Limited, Hailey launched her own meme coin called
Oh
Paw.
my
The
god,
coin
a
was marketed
fucking
as
crypto
a
coin.
revolutionary cryptocurrency project. Within 15 minutes of its launch, it hit a $490 million market cap, but then it crashed. It was revealed that
Bro, and people still fall for that shit every time. Cryptocurrencies, especially from some YouTuber, even politicians, they do that shit. Don't fall for it, man. Who was it? Rice Gum and Banks did that shit. Some other fucking people. I know Trump has his own fucking meme coin. Elon Musk has his fucking meme coin. Like, they all got that shit. Like, you don't need that shit, bro. And people just buy it knowing it. I don't think there has been one time that people has released a cryptocurrency and has been successful. They always release it, people buy it, and the people that already had stakes on it or you know what I mean. There were shareholders on that shit. They sell mad quick and they're rich,
97%
and
of
everybody
the
else
total supply
is
was
fucked.
initially controlled by just 10 people, leaving only 3% for public buyers.
Look at that.
A total of 285 investors took part in the pre-sale, but once trading opened, 30% of them immediately dumped their entire holdings.
Literally,
while
man.
another 23%
Come
offloaded a
on.
portion. This sell-off tanked the token's value by over 90%, while the sellers walked away with an estimated $3 million. After this, Hailey posted a statement on Twitter insisting that the team never saw sold the tokens. Many accused
Sure,
her of
buddy.
rug pulling, which is basically a coordinated sell-off from a small group of investors to make profits while the public loses their entire investment. In short, this was not a revolutionary cryptocurrency project. This was a way to make a quick buck off of her uneducated fans. YouTuber CoffeeZilla investigated and exposed the coin as a scam.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it. Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug? Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million? 1.8 million?
It's a foundation.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Multiple lawsuits were filed against the entities.
That shit was not going when she said, I'm out of here, bro. This is not looking good for me. Let me get out of there.
Multiplayer Limited and the Two of the Moon Foundation. These lawsuits alleged unlawful promotion and sale of unregistered securities. Welch received an upfront payment of $125,000 to promote the coin to her community, along with 50% of the net trading proceeds after the operating costs paid to the third parties. And she owned 10% of the entire Hawk supply, although she could not sell them for a year. Now, it is possible that Haley did not know what she was getting into, but ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law.
She had to know. This is not the first time that shit's happened.
Over, but since her meme coin, she has disappeared from social media.
That's not the same. The first time that shit happened, she probably knew a story behind it, or her managers will let her know about that shit too, man. Come on.
People who work hard for the attention of those that can make their dreams a reality. It seems like the wrong people are constantly achieving overnight success, and that's never going to change. So eventually, there will be a part 2 of this video.
There'll be a video, man. Yeah. She had to know. This is not the first time that happens. And her managers, they wouldn't, maybe they will, unless they were trying to like scam her or some shit. They wouldn't do that to her. They wouldn't scam her to, they wouldn't let her do that knowing that she could get fucked up and then they lose money on her too. So they had to know, man. They had to know. Well, guys, this is the end. Are we down TikTok? Look at that. One viewer, me. 1.5 thousand likes. Thank you, Farty Rare. If that was you giving all the likes. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's funny. That's all in this stream. Guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Love you guys. Take care. Peace out.